50 action stars then and now, real name and age. Get ready to be amazed. These action stars lit up the big screen with their explosive stunts, fearless moves, and unforgettable roles. But have you ever wondered what they look like now, or the real stories behind their names and ages? From martial arts masters to Hollywood legends, some transformations will shock you, others will inspire you. Who's still kicking strong and who's taken a surprising turn? Stay tuned as we uncover the real names, hidden pasts, and jaw-dropping then and now moments of 50 legendary action stars. This is a journey you don't want to miss. Sylvester Stallone, born July 6, 1946. Sylvester Gardenzio Stallone, now 77, is the embodiment of perseverance in Hollywood. With iconic roles in Rocky and Rambo, he shaped the action genre with grit and determination. Beyond his acting, Stallone evolved into a filmmaker and mentor, spearheading the Expendables franchise to celebrate action heroes. His impact goes beyond cinema, inspiring countless fans worldwide with his story of resilience and success. Stallone once said, "Every champion was once a contender who refused to give up." From humble beginnings to an enduring legacy, Stallone remains a true action icon, proving age is no barrier to greatness. Arnold Schwarzenegger, born July 30th, 1947. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the 76-year-old Austrian oak, transformed from a bodybuilding champion to a Hollywood megastar with roles like The Terminator and Predator. His commanding presence and iconic catchphrases immortalized him in cinematic history. After his action career, he pivoted to politics as the governor of California, proving his versatility. Today, Schwarzenegger inspires millions as a philanthropist, actor, and environmental advocate. He famously said, "You can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets." With unyielding ambition and charisma, Schwarzenegger's journey exemplifies the determination that defines a true action hero. Chuck Norris, born March 10, 1940. At 84, Chuck Norris remains a martial arts and action legend. Known for Way of the Dragon and Walker, Texas Ranger, his unparalleled skills and stoic charisma captivated audiences worldwide. His name became synonymous with resilience, sparking a pop culture phenomenon. Beyond his on-screen heroics, Norris is a philanthropist, advocating for youth programs and fitness. Reflecting on his life, he said, "Success is measured by your discipline and inner peace." With decades of achievements and an enduring legacy, Norris proves that his real-life values match the strength and wisdom of his most celebrated characters. Dolph Lundgren, born November 3, 1957. Dolph Lundgren, now 66, rose to fame as Ivan Drago in Rocky IV, captivating audiences with his physicality and screen presence. A martial artist and chemical engineer, he shattered stereotypes of action stars. Lundgren expanded his career with roles in The Expendables and directing projects. Off-screen, he champions causes like ocean conservation and health awareness. Reflecting on his life, Lundgren shared, "Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony." Combining intellect, discipline, and strength, Dolph's career embodies the perfect blend of brains and brawn. Jean-Claude Van Damme, born October 18, 1960. Jean-Claude Van Damme, the muscles from Brussels, is now 63 and still admired for his high-flying kicks and emotional performances. Breaking through with Bloodsport and Kickboxer, he brought martial arts to mainstream Hollywood. Over decades, Van Damme balanced action stardom with reflective roles, showing his versatility. Today, he enjoys a quieter life, but occasionally revisits his roots in action cinema. He once said, "God gave me a great body and a great opportunity to do something with it." With grace and grit, Van Damme's legacy continues to inspire fans of martial arts and action films alike. Bruce Willis, born March 19, 1955. Bruce Willis, now 69, redefined the everyman action hero with his role as John McClane in Die Hard. His mix of wit, vulnerability, and toughness made him a household name, leading to hits like The Fifth Element and Armageddon. Despite stepping back from acting due to health challenges, his legacy as an action icon remains unshaken. Willis once said, "You can't undo the past, but you can certainly not repeat it." His performances resonate with authenticity, ensuring his place as one of the most beloved action stars of all time. Jackie Chan, born April 7, 1954. Jackie Chan, 70, is a global phenomenon celebrated for his groundbreaking martial arts choreography and comedic timing. From Police Story to Rush Hour, his stunts, performed without doubles, have thrilled fans for decades. A pioneer in combining action and comedy, Chan continues to act, produce, and promote charity work. He once remarked, "I never wanted to be the next Bruce Lee. I just wanted to be the first Jackie Chan." His fearless dedication to his craft and unique style has cemented him as a legend in action cinema. Carl Weathers, born January 14, 1948. At 76, Carl Weathers remains a beloved figure in action films and television. Best known as Apollo Creed in the Rocky series and as Dylan in Predator, his commanding presence brought gravitas to every role. In recent years, he's shined as Grief Karga in The Mandalorian, showcasing his versatility. Weathers once said, "The rewards for hard work can be great, but success is not guaranteed." His enduring career and dedication to storytelling make him a true action star whose impact extends far beyond the screen. Danny Glover, born July 22, 1946. Danny Glover, now 78, is celebrated for his role as Roger Murtaugh in the Lethal Weapon franchise, where his humor and depth added layers to the buddy cop genre. An actor, activist, and philanthropist, Glover has balanced action stardom with advocacy for human rights and social justice. Reflecting on his work, he said, "Freedom is not something that can be given, it is something people take." His contributions to cinema and society highlight a legacy of courage and commitment, both on and off the screen. Keanu Reeves, born September 2, 1964. Keanu Reeves, 59, is a timeless icon of action cinema, known for roles in the Matrix and John Wick franchises. His understated charisma and dedication to his craft have earned him legions of fans. Off-screen, Reeves is equally admired for his humility and generosity. He once said, "Energy cannot be created or destroyed, it flows. It must be in a direction with some kind of internal, emotional, spiritual intent." With a career spanning decades, Reeves embodies a modern action hero, graceful, relentless, and deeply human. Mel Gibson, born January 3, 1956. Mel Gibson, 68, burst onto the action scene with the Mad Max and Lethal Weapon franchises, showcasing charisma and raw intensity. Beyond acting, Gibson proved his skill as a director with the Oscar-winning Braveheart and Hacksaw Ridge. Despite controversies, he remains a celebrated figure in cinematic history. Gibson once said, "All men die, but not all men really live." With decades of iconic performances and bold storytelling, his contributions to film continue to inspire, making him a defining figure of action and drama alike. Mickey Rourke, born September 16, 1952. Mickey Rourke, 72, carved a unique path in Hollywood with his brooding charisma and layered performances in Sin City and Iron Man 2. A former boxer, Rourke's rugged authenticity lent credibility to his action roles. After a career revival in The Wrestler, he cemented his legacy as a versatile actor. Reflecting on his journey, Rourke said, "Sometimes the only way to change a person's life is to destroy it first." His resilience in the face of personal and professional struggles is a testament to his enduring spirit and talent. Nicolas Cage, born January 7, 1964. At 60, Nicolas Cage remains a captivating presence in action cinema, with unforgettable roles in The Rock, Face Off, and Con Air. Known for his unique energy and daring performances, Cage blends intensity with an eccentric charm. Recently, he's embraced diverse roles, proving his versatility. Cage once said, "I like to take risks. That's how I make the movies I make." With his fearless approach to acting and iconic contributions to the action genre, Cage's career is a testament to the power of creative risk-taking. Val Kilmer, born December 31, 1959. Val Kilmer, 64, became an action icon with roles in Top Gun, Batman Forever, and Heat. Known for his versatility and intensity, Kilmer brought depth to his characters, leaving a lasting impression. Though health issues have affected his voice, Kilmer continues to inspire with appearances in films like Top Gun Maverick. He once said, "I don't believe in death. I believe in energy." His perseverance and ability to evolve as an artist highlight his enduring legacy in Hollywood. Join me on this journey and let's explore together. Comment number 1 to let me know you'll be watching till the end. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up in this video. Steven Seagal, born April 10, 1952. Steven Seagal, 72, dominated 90s action cinema with films like Under Siege and Hard to Kill, blending martial arts with his stoic demeanor. A master of Aikido, Seagal brought authenticity to his fight scenes, becoming a martial arts icon. Outside of acting, he's known for his work in law enforcement and activism. Seagal remarked, "I have always tried to find a way to serve others." Though his career has evolved, his influence on the action genre remains significant, cementing his place as a legend in martial arts cinema. Russell Crowe, born April 7, 1964. Russell Crowe, 60, captivated audiences with his commanding performances in Gladiator, Master and Commander, and Robin Hood. Known for his intensity and depth, he became a household name, winning an Academy Award for Gladiator. Beyond action, Crowe's roles in dramas like A Beautiful Mind cement his versatility. Today, he remains active in film and music, continually evolving as an artist. Crowe once said, "You have to find something that you love enough to be able to take risks." His fearless dedication to his craft ensures his enduring legacy in Hollywood. Kevin Costner, born January 18, 1955. Kevin Costner, 69, blends stoic heroism with emotional depth in action epics like Dances with Wolves, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and The Bodyguard. An actor, director, and producer, Costner's storytelling earned him 2 Academy Awards for Dances with Wolves. Recently, he's won new fans with his role in Yellowstone. Reflecting on his career, Costner said, "We stand our best chance of surviving by being prepared to fail." His enduring appeal lies in his authenticity, making him a timeless icon of action and drama. Antonio Banderas, born August 10, 1960. At 64, Antonio Banderas exudes charm and intensity in roles like The Mask of Zorro and Desperado. A Spanish actor who conquered Hollywood, Banderas' captivating screen presence and versatility define his career. Beyond action, his dramatic performances like in Pain and Glory have earned critical acclaim. He said, "Expectation is the mother of all frustration." A multi-talented artist who excels in acting, directing, and even theater. Banderas continues to inspire with his passion for storytelling and global appeal. Eric Roberts, born April 18, 1956. Eric Roberts, 68, is a prolific actor known for his roles in action hits like The Expendables and Best of the Best. With a magnetic screen presence and a knack for playing villains, Roberts has built an impressive resume spanning decades. Despite personal and professional challenges, he remains one of the busiest actors in Hollywood. Roberts said, "Nobody can help you more than you can help yourself." His resilience and commitment to his craft underscore a career that continues to thrive, earning him a lasting place in the action genre. Harrison Ford, born July 13, 1942. At 82, Harrison Ford is a living legend, celebrated for iconic roles as Indiana Jones and Han Solo in Star Wars. His rugged charisma and understated humor defined the modern action hero. Ford has aged gracefully, reprising beloved roles while taking on dramatic and comedic projects. Off-screen, he's a passionate environmental advocate. Reflecting on his career, Ford said, "I realized early on that success was tied to not giving up." With a legacy spanning over 5 decades, Ford remains one of Hollywood's most enduring and beloved action stars. Jean Reno, born July 30, 1948. Jean Reno, 76, is a French icon whose intense performances in Léon the Professional and Ronin earned him international acclaim. Known for his stoic demeanor and unique charisma, Reno brought a sophisticated edge to action roles. Beyond action films, his versatile acting spans dramas and comedies like The Pink Panther. He once said, "Acting is the art of being and not being yourself at the same time." With a career built on powerful portrayals, Reno continues to inspire fans worldwide, solidifying his place as a cinematic legend. John Travolta, born February 18, 1954. John Travolta, now 70, soared to stardom in the action genre with electrifying roles in Face Off and Pulp Fiction. Known for his versatility, Travolta seamlessly balances dramatic intensity with charismatic energy. His role as an anti-hero in Broken Arrow cemented his action star status. He once said, "Dancing's part of my soul. I enjoy creating a performance through movement." Whether showcasing his physicality or dramatic skills, Travolta's multifaceted talent ensures his enduring legacy in Hollywood as one of the most captivating stars of his generation. Kurt Russell, born March 17, 1951. Kurt Russell, 73, is synonymous with iconic action films like Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China. Known for his rugged charm and sharp wit, Russell redefined action heroes, blending toughness with humor. His recent roles in Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2 and The Hateful Eight show his enduring appeal. He once said, "Acting isn't always about being famous, it's about exploring the human soul." With a career spanning over 5 decades, Russell remains one of the most beloved figures in action cinema. Tom Cruise, born July 3, 1962. At 62, Tom Cruise is Hollywood's ultimate action star, renowned for Mission Impossible and Top Gun. Known for performing his own stunts, Cruise's commitment to authenticity is unmatched, thrilling audiences with gravity-defying feats. His energy and charisma keep him at the top of the box office. Reflecting on his career, Cruise said, "I've always been someone who takes risks." With an unparalleled work ethic and relentless pursuit of excellence, Cruise continues to push boundaries, cementing his place as one of the most enduring and iconic action stars in history. Wesley Snipes, born July 31, 1962. Wesley Snipes, 62, revolutionized the action genre with roles like Blade, blending martial arts and charisma. A trained martial artist, Snipes brought authenticity to his fight scenes, earning acclaim in films like Passenger 57 and Demolition Man. Beyond action, he's proven his versatility in dramas and comedies. Snipes once said, "You can destroy people with your words, or you can build them up." His resilience and dedication to his craft make him a standout in Hollywood, with his portrayal of Blade leaving a lasting impact on both action films and superhero cinema. Bolo Yeung, born July 3, 1946. Bolo Yeung, 78, is a martial arts icon known for his powerful physique and memorable villainous roles in films like Enter the Dragon and Bloodsport. With a background in bodybuilding and martial arts, Yeung brought authenticity to his characters, earning him a cult following. Though retired from acting, his legacy as an action villain remains unparalleled. Yeung once said, "Bodybuilding is an art. It's like a sculptor creating a masterpiece." His intense screen presence and dedication to his craft have solidified his place as one of the most legendary figures in martial arts cinema. Michel Chisi, born September 12, 1962. Michel Chisi, 62, gained fame as the ruthless Tong Po in Kickboxer, where his imposing presence and fighting skills captivated fans. A lifelong martial artist, Chisi collaborated with Jean-Claude Van Damme, bringing authenticity to their on-screen duels. Though his filmography is limited, his impact on martial arts cinema is undeniable. Chisi once said, "Martial arts teach discipline and respect, both on and off the screen." His commitment to the craft and unforgettable portrayal of one of action cinema's most notorious villains make him a standout in the genre's history. Danny Trejo, born May 16, 1944. Danny Trejo, 80, transformed his real-life struggles into a remarkable Hollywood career, starring in action hits like Machete and Desperado. Known for his rugged look and intense performances, Trejo often plays anti-heroes with heart. Off-screen, he's a dedicated philanthropist and advocate for second chances. Reflecting on his journey, Trejo said, "Everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else." From hard beginnings to action stardom, Trejo's story is as compelling as his on-screen presence, making him an enduring icon. Jet Li, born April 26, 1963. Jet Li, 61, is a martial arts legend whose graceful yet explosive fighting style dazzled audiences in films like Hero, Lethal Weapon 4, and The Expendables. A former wushu champion, Li brought authenticity and emotional depth to his roles. becoming one of the most celebrated action stars globally. Off-screen, he's a philanthropist focused on humanitarian work. Lee once said, "I believe the world is one big family, and we need to help each other." His blend of skill, charisma, and humility cements his legacy as a martial arts icon. Rutger Hauer, born January 23, 1944. The late Rutger Hauer, who passed in 2019, remains an action legend, celebrated for his role in Blade Runner, along with films like The Hitcher and Blind Fury. Known for his intensity and piercing charisma, Hauer often portrayed complex anti-heroes. He once said, "Good guy or bad guy, hero or anti-hero, it doesn't matter to me. What matters is the story." His passion for storytelling and dynamic screen presence ensured his enduring impact on the action and sci-fi genres. At the time of his death, Hauer left behind a legacy of iconic performances cherished by fans worldwide. Will Smith, born September 25, 1968. Will Smith, 56, brought charisma and humor to action films like Independence Day, Men in Black, and Bad Boys. Known for his charm and versatility, Smith has seamlessly shifted between action, comedy, and drama, earning critical acclaim in films like Ali. He remains a global superstar, balancing acting, music, and philanthropy. Smith once said, "The first step is you have to say that you can." His electrifying energy and inspiring journey from rapper to one of Hollywood's biggest action stars ensure his lasting legacy in entertainment. Do you think Will Smith is one of the most versatile actors of our time? Comment with yes if you agree or no if you disagree. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, born September 27, 1950. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, 74, is a master of intensity, known for his iconic portrayal of villains like Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat and memorable roles in The Last Emperor and Rising Sun. With his commanding screen presence and martial arts background, Tagawa brings depth to every character. Off-screen, he's a spiritual healer and mentor. Tagawa once said, "Great stories transcend time and culture." His dedication to portraying complex characters has made him a standout in action cinema, earning admiration across generations. Donnie Yen, born July 27, 1963. Donnie Yen, 61, is a martial arts powerhouse celebrated for his breathtaking choreography and electrifying performances in Ip Man, Rogue One, and John Wick 4. A master of multiple disciplines, Yen's unparalleled skill and emotional depth have redefined martial arts cinema. Off-screen, he promotes the art and philosophy of martial arts. Yen once remarked, "Martial arts is not about fighting, it's about making peace with yourself." His contributions to film and his relentless dedication to his craft have made him one of the most respected action stars worldwide. Dwayne Johnson, born May 2, 1972. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, 52, transitioned from WWE superstar to global action hero with roles in Fast and Furious, Jumanji, and Black Adam. Known for his charisma and physical prowess, Johnson captivates audiences with his larger-than-life presence. Off-screen, he inspires millions as a philanthropist and entrepreneur. Reflecting on his journey, Johnson said, "Success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency." His incredible work ethic and ability to dominate in multiple arenas have solidified his status as one of the most bankable action stars of all time. Christopher Lambert, born March 29, 1957. Christopher Lambert, 67, is best known for his legendary role as Connor MacLeod in Highlander, where he embodied an immortal warrior with a haunting past. With films like Mortal Kombat, Lambert's unique intensity and enigmatic charm left a lasting impression in action cinema. Off-screen, he's a producer and environmental advocate. Lambert once said, "Every role is a different challenge, a different adventure." His dedication to creating compelling characters has earned him a loyal fan base, making him an enduring figure in action and fantasy films. Mark Dacascos, born February 26, 1964. Mark Dacascos, 60, is a martial arts expert who dazzled audiences in films like Only the Strong and Cradle to the Grave. His standout role as Zero in John Wick. Chapter 3 showcased his dynamic combat skills and charisma. Known for blending grace with intensity, Dacascos is also a beloved TV personality, hosting Iron Chef America. He once said, "Martial arts is more than just fighting, it's a way of life." His dedication to the craft and ability to reinvent himself have cemented him as a respected figure in action cinema. Michael Dudikoff, born October 8, 1954. Michael Dudikoff, 70, rose to fame as the star of American Ninja, cementing his place as an 80s action hero. Known for his stoic demeanor and martial arts prowess, Dudikoff brought authenticity and heart to his roles. While his later career leaned toward television, his iconic performances remain fan favorites. Dudikoff once said, "Action movies are about the fight for survival and justice." His work in the American Ninja franchise left a lasting mark on martial arts cinema, making him a celebrated name in action film history. Jason Statham, born July 26, 1967. Jason Statham, 57, is a modern action star known for his roles in The Transporter, Crank, and the Fast and Furious franchise. With a background in diving and martial arts, Statham performs his own stunts, bringing unparalleled authenticity to his characters. His mix of rugged charm and intense physicality has made him a global icon. Statham once said, "You only get one shot in life, so why not go all out?" His relentless work ethic and ability to redefine the action genre ensure his place as one of today's top action stars. Peter Weller, born June 24, 1947. Peter Weller, 77, is best remembered for his iconic role as RoboCop, blending action with complex humanity. Weller's career spans hits like The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai and Star Trek Into Darkness, showcasing his range as an actor. Off-screen, he's a scholar and director, blending art and intellect. Weller once said, "Good acting is about staying truthful in extraordinary circumstances." His portrayal of RoboCop revolutionized sci-fi action, making him an enduring figure in Hollywood, with a legacy built on innovation and authenticity. Clint Eastwood, born May 31, 1930. Clint Eastwood, 94, is a living legend whose action-packed films like Dirty Harry and Unforgiven defined the tough, gritty hero archetype. A celebrated director and actor, Eastwood balances intense action with deeply human storytelling. Even in his 90s, he continues creating powerful films like Cry Macho. He once said, "Tomorrow is promised to no one." With decades of iconic performances and a legacy as a filmmaker, Eastwood remains an enduring symbol of strength, resilience, and artistry, making him one of the most influential figures in cinematic history. Chow Yun-fat, born May 18, 1955. Chow Yun-fat, 69, is a legendary Hong Kong actor who brought elegance and intensity to action cinema with films like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and The Killer. Renowned for his work with director John Woo, he redefined the heroic bloodshed genre, combining emotional depth with explosive action. His Hollywood transition included hits like Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Despite global fame, Chow remains humble, often donating his wealth to charity. He once said, "Money is not what I care about, it's about happiness." With a career spanning decades, Chow's grace, skill, and humility solidify him as an icon. Sammo Hung, born January 7, 1952. Sammo Hung, 72, is a martial arts pioneer who revolutionized Hong Kong cinema with films like Enter the Fat Dragon and Eastern Condors. A master choreographer and actor, he brought humor, agility, and raw power to his roles. Hung also directed and produced, shaping the careers of stars like Jackie Chan. Despite his larger frame, Hung's athleticism and fight scenes remain unmatched, inspiring generations of martial artists. He once said, "Size doesn't matter, spirit does." Known as the Big Brother of martial arts cinema, his contributions have earned him legendary status in the industry. Vin Diesel, born July 18, 1967. Vin Diesel, 56, is one of the most bankable action stars, best known as Dominic Toretto in the Fast and Furious franchise. His gravelly voice and tough guy persona also shine in Pitch Black, Kexext, and Guardians of the Galaxy. A producer and writer, Diesel's dedication to his craft helped turn Fast and Furious into a global phenomenon. He once said, "It doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile, winning's winning." Beyond his on-screen heroics, Diesel champions family values both in his roles and personal life, cementing his place as a modern action icon. On a scale of 0-5, how would you rate Vin Diesel's performance as an action hero? Comment with a number. Sean Connery, born August 25, 1930. The late Sean Connery, who passed in 2020 at 90, was the epitome of suave action with his portrayal of James Bond in 7 films, starting with Dr. Nubble Connery's charisma and depth, extended to other action roles in The Rock and Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. A versatile actor, he won an Oscar for The Untouchables. Connery once said, "I'm not English, I'm a Scot, and I've always been." His rugged charm and undeniable presence made him an icon whose legacy in action and drama remains unparalleled in cinematic history. Liam Neeson, born June 7, 1952. Liam Neeson, 72, redefined himself as an action star in his 50s with Taken, becoming a late-career icon in films like Non-Stop, The Grey, and Run All Night. Known for his commanding presence and emotional depth, Neeson brings gravitas to every role. His ability to portray determined, morally complex characters has made him a fan favorite. Off-screen, Neeson is a philanthropist and advocate for peace in his native Northern Ireland. He once said, "I always wanted to be a storyteller." With a career spanning action, drama and romance, Neeson's star power remains as compelling as ever.
Top 20 most accurate war movies.
War is chaos, it's mud, blood, and the deafening roar of battle. But how much of what we see on screen is true to life? Today we're counting down the top 20 most accurate war movies, films that strip away the Hollywood gloss to show the raw, unfiltered reality of combat. From unrelenting battlefield horrors to the quiet bravery of soldiers, these movies take you closer to the truth than ever before. But are there any films we missed? Stick around and find out if your favorite makes the cut. Let's dive into the heart of war like you've never seen it before. Number 20, All Quiet on the Western Front. The various adaptations of All Quiet on the Western Front, including the groundbreaking 1930 film, the 1979 TV movie, and Netflix's 2022 version, have powerfully conveyed the devastating realities of World War I. Based on Erich Maria Remarque's seminal 1929 novel, the story follows Paul Baumer, a German teenager who enlists in the Imperial Army, lured by nationalist fervor. The film chronicles his harrowing journey from naive patriotism to despair, as he witnesses the brutality and futility of war. The 2022 Netflix adaptation, directed by Edward Berger, garnered particular acclaim for its visceral battle scenes and unflinching portrayal of trench warfare. Filmed with meticulous attention to detail, it recreates the chaotic hellscape of the Western Front with stunning realism. Mud-soaked trenches, period-accurate uniforms, and the deafening chaos of combat immerse viewers in a world stripped of humanity. Critics lauded the film's use of sound design, from the relentless gunfire to the haunting silence following artillery barrages, as a sensory reflection of soldiers' trauma. While some lamented its omission of the novel's broader geopolitical critiques, the adaptation retained its anti-war essence, as the stark visuals underscore the dehumanizing nature of modern warfare. Military historian Peter Barton noted, "Rarely has cinema captured the unrelenting grimness of the Great War so faithfully." By shedding light on the emotional and physical toll experienced by ordinary soldiers, the 2022 All Quiet on the Western Front remains a poignant reminder of World War I's catastrophic legacy, making it a vital entry on this list of historically accurate war films. Number 19, The Thin Red Line, and Terrence Malick's The Thin Red Line, 1998, offers a meditative take on the Battle of Guadalcanal, a pivotal campaign in the Pacific theater of World War II. Adapted from James Jones's novel of the same name, this was Malick's return to filmmaking after a 2-decade hiatus. Unlike many war films, The Thin Red Line trades visceral action for a contemplative exploration of war's psychological and spiritual impact. The film juxtaposes the lush beauty of Guadalcanal's tropical landscape with the horrors of conflict, capturing what Malick saw as a paradise lost to human violence. While the film includes vivid portrayals of the battle's chaos and tactical maneuvers, Malick often shifts focus to the natural world. Birds startled by gunfire, fields set aflame, and rivers choked with debris. These moments emphasize war's broader devastation as both humanity and nature bear its scars. Cinematographer John Toll's work elevates the film with sweeping shots of the Pacific Island, immersing viewers in its Edenic beauty. Meanwhile, the ensemble cast, featuring Sean Penn, Jim Caviezel and Nick Nolte, delivers introspective performances reflecting on duty, mortality and the loss of innocence. Critics were divided on the film's unconventional approach, but its emotional resonance is undeniable. As one reviewer observed, some films deal in plot truth. This one expresses emotional truth, the heart's search for saving wisdom. Through its poetic lens, The Thin Red Line invites audiences to reflect on the spiritual cost of war, making it a unique and profoundly human portrayal of the Guadalcanal campaign. Number 18, Hacksaw Ridge.
To take another man's life, that is the most egregious sin in the Lord's sight.
Mel Gibson's Hacksaw Ridge, 2016, tells the extraordinary story of Desmond Doss, a conscientious objector who became a combat medic and the first to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor. A devout Seventh-day Adventist, Doss refused to bear arms, adhering to his faith's non-violent principles while serving on some of the bloodiest battlefields of World War II. The film focuses on Doss's heroic actions during the Battle of Okinawa, where he saved 75 wounded soldiers from the cliff known as Hacksaw Ridge. While Hacksaw Ridge takes some liberties with historical timelines, Doss's heroics at Okinawa were preceded by weeks of rescue efforts and earlier commendable service, earning him 2 Bronze Stars. It captures the essence of his unyielding courage and moral conviction. The battle sequences are especially lauded for their unflinching realism. From relentless artillery bombardments to grisly hand-to-hand combat, the film portrays the chaotic and brutal reality of war. Gibson's direction immerses viewers in the inferno Doss braved without a weapon, carrying wounded comrades to safety under enemy fire. Despite dramatizing some aspects of Doss's life, the film's commitment to authenticity in combat depiction and its heartfelt portrayal of Doss's character earned widespread praise. As historian Stephen Ambrose wrote, Doss's story is almost too incredible to believe, but Hacksaw Ridge brings it to vivid, visceral life. By spotlighting an unconventional hero who held fast to his principles amidst unimaginable carnage, Hacksaw Ridge offers a poignant reminder of the varied forms courage can take in war. Number 17, Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World.
Napoleon, your king? No! Want your children to sing the Marseillaise? No!
Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World, 2003, directed by Peter Weir, brings Patrick O'Brien's beloved Aubrey Maturin novels to life with remarkable authenticity. Set during the Napoleonic Wars, the film follows Captain Jack Aubrey, Russell Crowe, and ship surgeon Dr. Stephen Maturin, Paul Bettany, aboard the HMS Surprise. Tasked with hunting down a formidable French privateer, the story showcases the peril and camaraderie of life at sea. The film's meticulous attention to historical detail has earned high praise from war historians. From the intricate rigging of the Surprise to the period-accurate uniforms and weaponry, every aspect reflects exhaustive research. Life aboard the vessel is portrayed with unflinching realism. Sailors endure cramped quarters, grueling labor, and the ever-present threat of disease and injury. During combat, the claustrophobic, smoky chaos of cannon fire is vividly captured, immersing viewers in the terror of naval warfare. Weir also highlights the personal dynamics of seafaring life. The relationship between Aubrey, a charismatic and daring leader, and Maturin, a contemplative man of science, offers a poignant contrast to the relentless violence of war. Their friendship grounds the story, reminding viewers of the humanity behind historical conflicts. Critics have lauded the film as one of the most accurate depictions of naval combat ever made. Historian Andrew Lambert observed, "Master and Commander succeeds in bringing the age of fighting sail to the screen with an authenticity that is rarely matched. By blending thrilling action with a nuanced portrayal of 19th century naval life, Master and Commander honors the legacy of those who served during the Napoleonic Wars." Number 16, Rescue Dawn.
From that moment on, little Dieter, he needed to fly.
Werner Herzog's Rescue Dawn, 2006, dramatizes the harrowing true story of Dieter Dengler, a German-American Navy pilot who endured captivity and torture after being shot down during a classified mission over Laos in 1966. Played by Christian Bale, Dengler's resilience and ingenuity anchor the narrative as he navigates the brutal conditions of a Laotian prison camp and orchestrates a daring escape. The film is celebrated for its stark, unflinching portrayal of the physical and psychological toll of imprisonment. Shot in Thailand, Herzog's signature commitment to authenticity is evident in the visceral recreation of the jungle's oppressive heat, the prison camp's squalor, and the brutal treatment meted out by the guards. Bale's transformative performance, including significant weight loss, echoes Dengler's real-life suffering, capturing the relentless deprivation he endured. However, Herzog's creative liberties regarding the escape and the portrayal of Dengler's fellow prisoners sparked controversy. Some families of the other captives criticized the film's depiction of their roles in planning the escape, as well as the omission of key details about their fates. Despite these disputes, many viewers and critics agreed on the film's success in authentically depicting the conditions of Dengler's captivity and the jungle's unforgiving environment. As Herzog himself stated, the jungle is the real star of this film. It's the antagonist. Rescue Dawn serves as a powerful testament to human endurance and the indomitable will to survive, capturing the grim realities of war and captivity in a way that lingers long after the credits roll. Ready for an unforgettable adventure? Drop number 1 in the comments if you're in it for the long haul. Trust me, you won't want to miss the surprises ahead in this video. Number 15, Full Metal Jacket. Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket, 1987, is a searing portrayal of the Vietnam War, renowned for its dual-focus narrative. The first act, set at Paris Island, depicts the brutal training regimen of Marine recruits under Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, played with chilling authenticity by R. Lee Ermey, a real-life former drill instructor. The second act transitions to the war-torn streets of Vietnam, showcasing the dehumanizing effects of combat. Ermey's performance is central to the film's accuracy. Initially hired as a technical advisor, he impressed Kubrick with his ability to improvise scathing insults, many of which were incorporated into the final script. His relentless portrayal captures the psychological conditioning and humiliation recruits endured, culminating in a devastating breakdown for Private Leonard Gomer Pyle Lawrence, Vincent D'Onofrio. Kubrick's commitment to realism extended beyond casting. Drawing on years of research, he collaborated with Michael Herr, a war correspondent who authored Dispatches, and Gustav Hasford, whose novel The Short-Timers inspired the screenplay. The combat sequences, filmed in England with meticulously recreated Vietnamese settings, convey the confusion and chaos of urban warfare. Kubrick's attention to detail, from period-accurate weapons to authentic military tactics, cements the film's reputation as a chillingly realistic depiction of Vietnam. Critics have praised its unflinching exploration of war's psychological toll. As Herr remarked, Kubrick didn't just want to show what Vietnam looked like, he wanted to show what it felt like. Full Metal Jacket remains a landmark film, offering a haunting reflection on the training, trauma, and ultimate disillusionment of soldiers during the Vietnam War. Number 14, Lone Survivor.
20 more will die next week, 40 more the week after that.
Lone Survivor, 2013, directed by Peter Berg and based on Marcus Luttrell's memoir, recounts the harrowing ordeal of a 4-man Navy SEAL team during Operation Red Wings in 2005. Tasked with surveilling a Taliban leader in Afghanistan's rugged mountains, the team faces a moral dilemma when they encounter unarmed local herdsmen. Opting to release them, the SEALs are soon ambushed by a large Taliban force. The ensuing battle leaves 3 of the 4 SEALs dead, with Luttrell, played by Mark Wahlberg, narrowly escaping death, ultimately saved by Pashtun villagers who sheltered him. The film is praised for its visceral and realistic portrayal of modern warfare. Shot in New Mexico's rugged terrain, the settings mirror Afghanistan's unforgiving environment. Combat sequences are brutally intense, showcasing the SEALs' desperate fight against overwhelming odds. The sound design, from the echo of gunfire in the mountains to the heavy breathing of exhausted soldiers, immerses viewers in the chaos. While Lone Survivor has faced scrutiny over disputed details, such as the number of Taliban fighters involved, the film's depiction of mountain and forest combat has been widely acknowledged as authentic. The camaraderie and sacrifice among the SEALs are palpable, with powerful performances bringing their courage to life. Director Peter Berg stated, "We wanted to honor the men who fought and fell, and their story's authenticity was our guiding principle." Lone Survivor stands as a gripping tribute to the resilience and valor of US Special Forces, shedding light on the brutal realities of the war in Afghanistan. Number 13, Paths of Glory. Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory, 1957, offers a stark and unrelenting critique of military bureaucracy during World War I. Set on the Western Front, the film stars Kirk Douglas as Colonel Dax, a principled French officer who is ordered to lead his men in a suicidal attack on an impregnable German position. When the assault inevitably fails, Dax's superior, the ruthless General Miraut, demands the execution of 3 randomly chosen soldiers to cover his own incompetence and bolster his reputation. The film stands out for its searing realism and scathing commentary. Kubrick masterfully recreates the horrors of trench warfare, using dynamic tracking shots to plunge viewers into the mud, chaos and terror of the battlefield. Equally haunting are the sterile, ornate rooms where generals plot their maneuvers, highlighting the stark contrast between the frontline suffering and the detachment of those in power. Governments and militaries condemned Paths of Glory upon its release, banning it in countries like France and from US military bases. Critics, however, recognized its brilliance. Historian Mark Ferro described it as a work of devastating power, laying bare the callousness of war's machinery. More than a war film, Paths of Glory is a timeless indictment of the dehumanization inherent in military hierarchies and the moral dilemmas faced by soldiers. Its enduring legacy reminds audiences of the immense personal cost of war and the enduring struggle against injustice and blind authority. Number 12, Stalingrad. Josef Vilsmayer's Stalingrad 1993 is a harrowing depiction of one of history's deadliest battles. The film follows a platoon of German Wehrmacht soldiers sent from a tranquil leave in Italy to the unforgiving Russian front. As they face the grinding attrition of the Battle of Stalingrad, they endure combat, frostbite, starvation, and psychological collapse. Unlike many war films, Stalingrad avoids romanticizing combat. Vilsmayer's lens captures the grim reality of war's cost, from the despair etched into soldiers' faces to the frozen corpses littering the battlefield. The film's visuals are unrelentingly bleak, mirroring the soldiers' slow descent into hopelessness. The unvarnished depiction of disease, frostbite, and the brutal Russian winter conveys that the environment was as much an enemy as the Red Army. The film is notable for its commitment to authenticity. Vilsmayer drew on detailed historical research to recreate the devastation of Stalingrad, from its shattered urban ruins to the desperate dwindling rations of the German troops. The unflinching focus on individual soldiers' suffering underscores the futility and dehumanization of the Nazi war effort. Critics have hailed Stalingrad as an anti-war masterpiece. As one reviewer noted, this is not a film about heroism but survival. Barely. The lack of spectacle and triumphant resolution drives home the catastrophic human cost of the Eastern Front. By portraying the Battle of Stalingrad through the eyes of ordinary soldiers, Stalingrad offers a sobering reminder of the immense suffering endured during World War II, cementing its place as one of cinema's most poignant anti-war statements. Number 11, Downfall. Downfall 2004, directed by Oliver Hirschbiegel, is an unflinching depiction of Nazi Germany's collapse during the final days of World War II. Set in Hitler's underground bunker as the Soviet army closes in on Berlin, the film draws from eyewitness accounts and memoirs, particularly those of Traudl Juncker, Hitler's secretary. This grounding in historical sources ensures a visceral, authentic portrayal of one of history's darkest chapters. The film's most controversial element is its depiction of Adolf Hitler, played with unsettling nuance by Bruno Ganz. Critics were unsettled by the portrayal of Hitler not as a caricatured monster, but as a deeply flawed and human figure. His moments of vulnerability, crying, raging, and descending into delusion, challenge audiences to confront the unsettling reality that such evil can exist in human form. As screenwriter Bernd Eichinger explained, the point was to show Hitler as he was because that's what makes him so terrifying. He wasn't a demon. He was a man. The production design meticulously recreates the claustrophobic atmosphere of the Führer bunker, while scenes of Berlin's destruction powerfully convey the apocalyptic reality of the war's end. The film also examines the moral decay of Hitler's inner circle, from blind loyalty to desperate betrayals, as the Nazi regime implodes. By presenting historical truth without embellishment, Downfall forces viewers to grapple with the banality and humanity of evil, making it a powerful and essential portrayal of the war's final chapter and its enduring lessons. Do you think Downfall's use of historical sources and eyewitness accounts makes the film more believable? Comment with yes or no and explain your reasoning. Number 10. Dunkirk. Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk 2017 is a cinematic masterpiece that brings to life one of World War II's most critical events, the evacuation of Allied forces from the beaches of Dunkirk, France, in 1940. Encircled by the German army after the Blitzkrieg overwhelmed France, over 300,000 British and French troops faced annihilation. The film dramatizes this 10-day ordeal, portraying the desperation, courage, and ingenuity that defined Operation Dynamo. Told through interwoven narratives across land, sea, and air, Dunkirk captures the evacuation from multiple perspectives. Soldiers on the beaches endure relentless bombing, civilians in small boats risk their lives to rescue troops, and RAF pilots engage in brief yet intense dogfights to protect the fleeing forces. While Nolan made some concessions for dramatic effect, such as compressing the timeline, veterans praised the film's overall authenticity. The scenes of chaos and dread on the beach, coupled with Hans Zimmer's relentless score, immerse viewers in the tension and uncertainty of the moment. The use of practical effects and period-accurate details adds to the film's realism. From the vintage Spitfires soaring in aerial combat to the recreations of Dunkirk's beaches and harbours, Nolan's dedication to historical fidelity is evident. As one veteran of Dunkirk remarked, "The fear, the noise, and the confusion, it was all there." Dunkirk not only honors the extraordinary courage of those involved, but also underscores the profound stakes of this pivotal event. It is a stirring reminder of how ingenuity and resilience can prevail in the face of overwhelming odds. Number 9, Das Boot. Wolfgang Petersen's Das Boot, 1981, is a gripping and claustrophobic portrayal of the harrowing life aboard a German U-boat during the Battle of the Atlantic. Adapted from Lothar Gunther Buchheim's novel, the film chronicles the experiences of the crew of U-96 as they navigate relentless Allied attacks, mechanical failures, and the psychological strain of submarine warfare. To achieve unparalleled authenticity, Petersen employed 2 full-scale replicas of the U-96, allowing for dynamic, tightly confined camera work that immerses viewers in the suffocating environment of the sub. The creaking hull, dimly lit interiors, and the ever-present threat of depth charges amplify the tension, vividly capturing the peril and monotony of life beneath the waves. One of Das Boot's most striking elements is its nuanced depiction of the crew. Unlike stereotypical portrayals of German soldiers as fanatical Nazis, these submariners express disillusionment with the war and disdain for Hitler. Their humanity is evident in their camaraderie, humor, and vulnerability, underscoring that not all Germans supported the Nazi regime. This complexity forces audiences to confront the universal toll of war, devoid of simplistic heroism or villainy. Critics and veterans have praised Das Boot for its realism. Former submariners lauded the film as one of the most accurate depictions of submarine warfare, with its attention to detail in technical operations and the psychological burden borne by the crew. Number 8, 1917. Sam Mendes' 1917-2019 is a visceral and immersive depiction of World War I, inspired by the wartime experiences of Mendes' grandfather, Alfred Mendes. The film follows Private Schofield, George Mackay, and Blake Dean Charles Chapman on a perilous mission to deliver a message that could save 1,600 men from walking into a German trap. What sets 1917 apart is its groundbreaking cinematography, crafted by the legendary Roger Deakins. Shot to appear as a single continuous take, the film pulls viewers into the soldiers' journey, making them feel as though they are walking alongside the protagonists. This technique heightens the sense of immediacy and danger, immersing audiences in the chaotic and grim realities of trench warfare. While the story takes creative liberties, its portrayal of the physical and psychological toll of combat is strikingly authentic. The film's production design vividly recreates the desolate battlefields of the Western Front, complete with labyrinthine trenches, decaying bodies, and the omnipresent mud and barbed wire. As one Military Times critic remarked, "War is hideous. Mud, rats, decaying horses, and corpses mired in interminable mazes of barbed wire." The focus on 2 young soldiers personalizes the war's horror, showing the monumental risks ordinary men faced in service of larger strategic goals. Their fear, exhaustion, and determination are palpable, bringing a deeply human perspective to the global conflict. Number 7, We Were Soldiers. Randall Wallace's We Were Soldiers, 2002, brings to life the harrowing story of the Battle of Ia Drang, the first major confrontation between the US Army and the North Vietnamese Army during the Vietnam War. Based on the memoir We Were Soldiers Once and Young by Lieutenant General Hal Moore and journalist Joseph L. Galloway, the film captures the intense 3-day battle fought in November 1965. Determined to correct Hollywood's past missteps in portraying war, Wallace consulted extensively with Moore, Galloway, and other veterans to ensure authenticity. The film dives into the chaos of combat with unflinching realism, depicting the unrelenting violence, confusion, and camaraderie among soldiers. From the deafening roar of helicopters to the gritty portrayal of hand-to-hand combat, the immersive sound design and dynamic cinematography place viewers directly on the battlefield. Mel Gibson's portrayal of Moore conveys the resolve and humanity of a leader who stood alongside his men in the heat of battle. The inclusion of Galloway's perspective, played by Barry Pepper, underscores the role of war correspondents and the profound emotional toll the conflict exacted on participants. While the film takes some liberties, such as altering the timeline of events in its closing scenes, Moore himself praised the adaptation, saying, "This movie got it right." Number 6, Glory. Glory 1989 brings to light the inspiring yet often overlooked story of the 54th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment, one of the first African-American units to fight for the Union during the American Civil War. Led by Colonel Robert Gould Shaw, Matthew Broderick, the regiment faced not only the horrors of war but also the racism and prejudice of the era. The film draws heavily from Shaw's personal letters, grounding its narrative in historical authenticity. It vividly portrays the journey of the 54th, from their recruitment and training to their valiant assault on Fort Wagner in South Carolina. This climactic battle, though a strategic defeat for the Union, became a symbol of the courage and sacrifice of African-American soldiers, paving the way for their broader inclusion in the war effort. Director Edward Zwick's attention to detail captures both the brutality of Civil War combat and the systemic injustices faced by black soldiers, including unequal pay and limited supplies. The cast delivers unforgettable performances, particularly Denzel Washington, whose portrayal of Private Tripp earned him an Academy Award, and Morgan Freeman, who embodies leadership and dignity as Sergeant Major Rawlins. While some minor historical inaccuracies exist, such as certain details of the Fort Wagner assault, the film's commitment to its themes remains intact. As historian James McPherson noted, Glory does more than recount a battle, it illustrates the struggles and triumphs of African Americans fighting for freedom and equality. Number 5, Come and See. Elim Klimov's Come and See, 1985, is a haunting portrayal of the Nazi occupation of Belarus, widely regarded as one of the most realistic and harrowing war films ever made. The film follows a young boy, Fliora Alexei Kravchenko, whose naive eagerness to join the resistance against the German invaders transforms into a nightmare as he witnesses unspeakable atrocities, culminating in a depiction of the Katyn massacre. Klimov's commitment to authenticity is evident throughout the production. Co-written with Alice Adamovich, whose book was based on first-hand survivor accounts, the film draws deeply from the real-life horrors of the Belarusian genocide. Shot on location in Belarus, Come and See used villagers as extras, and the production employed real Nazi uniforms to enhance historical accuracy. In some scenes, actual bullets were fired near the actors, adding to the visceral intensity of the performances. The film eschews traditional narrative structure for a surreal, almost hallucinatory experience, immersing viewers in Flyora's descent into the unimaginable. Alexei Kravchenko's haunting portrayal, including moments of unfiltered terror and heartbreak, underscores the psychological scars inflicted on children during wartime. Come and See is unflinching in its depiction of Nazi atrocities, particularly the climactic scene where villagers, including women and children, are burned alive. As Klimov stated, "It's not just about war, it's about the loss of innocence and the destruction of humanity." On a scale of 0 to 5, how would you rate the emotional intensity of Come and See's portrayal of the Nazi occupation of Belarus? Comment with a number below. Number 4, Platoon. Oliver Stone's Platoon, 1986, is a raw and unflinching depiction of the Vietnam War, drawn from the director's own experiences as an infantryman. As the first film in Stone's Vietnam War trilogy, it presents a deeply personal and harrowing perspective of the conflict, exploring both the physical brutality of combat and the psychological toll it exacted on soldiers. The story follows Chris Taylor, Charlie Sheen, a young volunteer thrust into the chaos of Vietnam, where he witnesses not only the horrors of war, but also the moral ambiguities and divisions among his fellow soldiers. The rivalry between two sergeants, Elias, Willem Dafoe, a compassionate leader, and Barnes, Tom Berenger, a ruthless pragmatist, symbolizes the broader ethical struggles within the platoon and the war itself. Stone's obsessive attention to authenticity brought Vietnam to life with unparalleled realism. The film was shot in the Philippines, where imported red dirt replicated Vietnam's landscape, and the cast underwent a grueling 30-day training regimen under Dale Dye, a Vietnam veteran. The immersive experience helped actors embody the exhaustion, fear, and camaraderie of soldiers. As Dye noted, viewers often told him, "I never understood your experience or why you didn't want to talk about it until I saw Platoon." The film's gritty realism, coupled with Stone's unflinching honesty, earned it critical acclaim and 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Platoon stands as one of the most authentic portrayals of Vietnam, serving as both a powerful anti-war statement and a tribute to the soldiers who endured its horrors. Number 3, Black Hawk Down, Ridley Scott's Black Hawk Down 2001, offers a gripping and relentless depiction of the Battle of Mogadishu, a harrowing 1993 mission in Somalia, in which US forces attempted to capture key lieutenants of a Somali warlord. Based on Mark Bowden's meticulously researched non-fiction book, the film thrusts audiences into the chaos of urban warfare, portraying the intensity and unpredictability of combat with documentary-like precision. Scott's direction, combined with Sławomir Idziak's visceral cinematography, immerses viewers in the disorienting and deadly nature of the conflict. From the moment 2 Black Hawk helicopters are shot down, the film captures the terrifying vulnerability of soldiers pinned down in an urban labyrinth, facing waves of armed militia. The gritty realism extends to the production, with the cast undergoing military training and working alongside real soldiers to foster an authentic sense of camaraderie. This brotherhood is central to the film, highlighting the resilience and sacrifice of the soldiers who fought against overwhelming odds. While the film was praised for its technical accuracy and compelling portrayal of US troops, it has been criticized for downplaying the contributions of Malaysian and Pakistani forces who played pivotal roles in the rescue operation. Despite this omission, Black Hawk Down succeeds in capturing the ground-level perspective of modern warfare. Number 2, Letters from Iwo Jima. Clint Eastwood's Letters from Iwo Jima 2006 offers a groundbreaking perspective on the Battle of Iwo Jima by focusing on the Japanese soldiers defending the island, serving as a companion piece to Flags of Our Fathers, which depicted the battle from the American viewpoint. This film dives into the experiences, struggles, and humanity of the Japanese troops, led by General Tadamichi Kuribayashi, portrayed with depth and gravitas by Ken Watanabe. The screenplay is rooted in Kuribayashi's real-life letters and memoirs, lending the film remarkable historical authenticity. Several of Kuribayashi's direct quotes and strategic philosophies are woven into the narrative, showcasing his efforts to adapt unconventional tactics against the overwhelming might of the US forces. The film's dialogue is entirely in Japanese, a choice that underscores Eastwood's commitment to cultural and historical fidelity. Shot on location with meticulous attention to detail, the film captures the stark, volcanic landscape of Iwo Jima, reflecting the bleak conditions faced by the defenders. The narrative is unflinching in its portrayal of the psychological and physical toll of war, emphasizing the soldiers' fear, sacrifice, and moral conflicts. Critics and historians alike have lauded Letters from Iwo Jima for its nuanced storytelling. By humanizing the Japanese soldiers, the film challenges traditional narratives, reminding viewers of the shared suffering and complexities of war. As Eastwood explained, war is not just about battles, it's about people. Number 1, Saving Private Ryan. Steven Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan, 1998, is widely regarded as one of the most realistic depictions of war ever committed to film. The movie opens with a harrowing 27-minute reenactment of the D-Day landings at Omaha Beach on June 6, 1944. This visceral sequence, featuring seasick soldiers, relentless machine gun fire, and chaotic carnage, is so authentic that it triggered PTSD symptoms in some veterans who watched it. Spielberg opted for a documentary-style approach, using handheld cameras and desaturated colors to create a sense of immediacy. To ensure historical accuracy, 1,500 extras, including actual amputees, participated in the Omaha Beach scenes, and Spielberg eschewed storyboards, allowing the action to unfold organically. Every detail, from the clinking of gear to the choking terror of drowning soldiers, contributes to the sequence's raw power. These action stars remind us that time changes everything, but true icons never fade. Their journeys, full of triumphs, struggles, and reinvention, prove one thing: it's never too late to chase your dreams or start over. Which star surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments.
We'd love to hear your thoughts. And before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Iconic Inside, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story that inspires and amazes. Curious about more? Check out our last video, 33 famous people who are dying and you didn't know. You'd never recognize today. It's a must-watch. Click it now on the end screen and we'll see you there.